Oh, never mind. Here's a Sherman. It's on hold fire. Man, that was a bad time. Hey guys, remember to like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and hey, go one step further, become a channel member. Any support you guys give is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the video. Hello everyone, I'm Greyshot17, and today I'm covering a Company Heroes 3 replay by someone in the community. I'll reveal that later. Right now, we got ourselves a number of key players from double cores. Le Vizer, we also got Not Vincent Boy, and then on the other Axis player is yellow. Then we have red for the Brits, the Colonel, Near, and Stug Life. Sure. For Vermont, that's actually a little bit different. A little bit different of a combo versus 3 Brits and an American. Okay. If you have a replay with something a little different, submit to my Gmail or Discord. Links are down below, as well as you have the CoH3 Community Replay website that hosts a bunch of games. I occasionally will check that out, and usually will pick one game. Majority of the ones are submitted by people who are in my Discord or submit to my Gmail. So, let's get to it. We have a Kettenkrad moving through. Lots of Kettenkrads. We have a lot of coastal units, as well as Grenadiers. So we have the coastal battle group. Nothing else in particular for the initial deployment. Same thing with the allies, but I've been noticing a lot of light armor. Dingoes in mass deployment across the entire front. Or a 4x4 in this case. 4x4 does not care, and he is going straight for that Kettenkrad. You have Patton Jr. over here just trying to annihilate anything with his machine gun strapped on the Jeep. But the Kettenkrad does get away. And 4x4 will attempt to drive back to base. But in this case, potentially will flank additional forces that Pink is currently engaging. Pink being Near. 4x4 lines on up on the MG. Gets a good shot on target, honestly. So, we'll back on up. And we'll try to get the hell out of there. Hey, at the very least, good shots on target. Caused a little damage to stuff. But, alas, it was not enough to throw off Not Vincent. Vincent, by the way, still has Kettenkrad still alive. Pioneer standby. And MG holding. But, we have a vigorous machine gun. Getting closer, as well as the Dingo and Rogineers putting pressure. So the MG is not in a good situation. He's going to fall back. Axis losing a lot of men to the Allies. Allies doing a pretty damn good job of keeping them back. In middle, we have Riflemen and stuff engaging. MG pulled back, but they at least are keeping yellow. Again, that is, well, yellow. contained. Meanwhile, over here, we got ourselves, what's his name? Double cores, trying his best to hold with his Grenadiers, but Dingo causing a lot of issues. Faust? No, we don't. I thought maybe a Faust, but no Faust. Coming on in. Infantry section on standby. We got ourselves a mortar coming on up. And yeah. Great. Looks like they're going to be on standby. Dingo trying to hit the coastal units, but they're in actually good cover and putting down damage. Again, they're better in cover fighting in that capacity than fighting out in the open. 4x4 is back, helping to keep, again, yellow contained, so good job. Pioneer's going to be unable to grab the munition point. So, again, looks like the Allies are going to keep the pressure on the Axis. Good job using the flame attack on here to push any forces out of the building, and then getting in to continue the using a flamethrower from a little further of a distance. We have Breakthrough, given the MP40s on the Grenadiers being upgraded. So we have the Breakthrough Doctrine, so Fire Attack, Airstrike, MP40s. Also, of course, the Tiger Tank, which is the bigger thing. We'll have to see how this goes. Meanwhile, we have Riflemen pushing on up. MG, actually, double MG by yellow. Okay. So, double MG, sure, why not? But, like, what are you doing? Exactly. Because right now, double MGs are great, but looks like Rifleman. Wait, can we actually get the kill on the, we do! Pioneer is down, and yellow is out of position. He's solely gone, well, now he has a Grenadier, but none of it was on the front. And, no grenade, but Kettenkrad looks like it's on the verge of death. 4x4 is going back at it. So, maybe we get the, a good shot here. No, he's gonna veer off into another area. Okay. British forces have additional equipment on it. So we have the rifles that allow for recon, artillery, etc. So good job with those Reese rifles. Is it Reese? Anyway, mortar pushback, 4x4 hitting the Pioneer. There is a building back here. I guess they're making a medical position. 4x4 can't really take that out, but it's gonna at least decap this victory point. That's 5 victory points against the Axis. Oh boy, that's gonna be really bad. And the only other place by not Vincent over here, he got thrown back too. He had a bit of a jack of all trades like army, but the Australian forces, so again, at least we know another battle group, managed to take over the canyon area, and yeah, now not just the victory point, but the fuel is going to be in British hands. That's going to be an insane amount of fuel going to the Allies. Right now, the Allies are going to be probably 38 fuel per turn, while the Axis are going to be struggling at 18. They do have, at the very least, 1 fuel point under their control. This other one back here, that's a 10. So, not too shabby. Cats are running around. Hello, Tally. Alright, we have a stubble on the field. That's a good anti-infantry unit, though light on armor. Let's double check the remaining... Oh, 2 breakthroughs. Okay, the remaining battle groups. And mechanized, so Panthers, Wesp, you name it. Meanwhile, let's check the allies. We have the Australians. We have armored for Stugleif. What did the American go? Heavy weapons, so maybe a Pershing. He's also upgrading the mechanized support, so some armor ability upgrades. And meanwhile, we got ourselves near going Australia. Wait, did both of them go Australians? Yeah, they both. Wait, I'm sorry. Red hasn't gotten anything yet. I'm just blind. Dingo Vet 2, so good job there. Again, I think all the allies still have their light armor, right? Oh, okay. 1 did die from what's his name? Near. But it looks like overall, they're actually doing pretty well. They got themselves a majority of the map. They've kept things against the Axis in multiple ways. Nice flamethrower to help burn out the bunker. It's so nice that the flamethrower is able to neutralize the bunker with ease. Kind of makes sense, at the very least, to destroy it and to clear it. Alright, anyway, artillery is coming on in to maybe cover. Alright, sure. Italian Coastal Blob moving on in. This is all Italian Coastal units. No, officer just yet, which would give the Circle of Doom to the enemy. Alrighty, so they're continuing with their push. The Hubber's on the field though, so long as he keeps distance, they can just slowly whittle down this blob with the infantry as well. Alright, he's in full retreat, except he has to retreat all the way back to base, so this has gone nowhere. Middle has gotten a little different. Stumble backed up by a pack is providing that coverage to at least keep the pressure on the enemy. So scout units, bazooka teams, aka, they've all been hit. So the colonel will probably have to pull back. What does he have right now? A lot of riflemen. Mortar as well. We have him at least near with a nice medical truck on the front. I'll try to help his ally. But it does look like the best player is not Vincent, managing to control the essentially this canyon or oh god, the gorge or so, whatever you want to call it, just this lower area. Anyway, fuel's under his control, the victory point as well, and so at least the Axis are doing as bad on those resources. If they can get the munitions back, that would be even better. Now the allies are up by like 55 muni, but yeah, you got to at least give credit where credit is due. That at least they have something, right? At least they're holding up. 41 munitions per turn, not too shabby. Is that Cash? Oh, Cash going down too by not Vincent, so he's trying to help his team out. Hover, though, coming on in, so it looks like Stugleif over here, the British player, is trying to keep the pressure on the Axis, at least to the best of his ability. Dropping smoke on the pack, very nicely done. There's another pack, though, so the Hover does dodge that shot, doesn't take any damage. Australians have gotten their upgrades. Alright, looks like Red has gone with heavy armor. So 2 heavy armor guys. I don't know what that man was doing, but the 4x4 just perished with that charge. Meanwhile, we do have a counterattack along the right. We have Grenadiers and Jäger Infantry. Close range unit, long range unit, I think is his play. Infantry forces are opening fire. Stuart, though, is on the field. We don't just have one. We have 2 Stuarts that can keep the pressure. Now, there's only really the Grenadier that he has to worry about. The Jaeger squads don't really have anything to counter this, given the fact that they have their rifles and not, like, bazooka team. Whirlwind is opening fire against the infantry section. Forcing it back. Dingo Vet 3. Praise be to the Dingo. I think the highest vetted unit on the field right now. Yep, it is. That's pretty funny. Stuart's move in against the Whirlwind. A bold strategy because it is a medium tank, even if it is an AA gun. But it seems like they are slowly whittling it down. Thanks to the AT gun in the back, Stuart's neutralized that very important vehicle for the Wehrmacht. And, yeah, double cores is really going to have to get the heck out of there. Otherwise, the Stuarts will continue to just wear him down. So it looks like the right area, the city area, is going to be under British control. I don't see really much of an attack. The Italian coast units are using the emergency artillery on the bunker to force the British away. Looks like they took some casualties there, but overall, they're forced back pretty far, and this victory point was decapped. It's 167 after 11 minutes. 300 points down for the Axis. It is going to be a hold on to your butt sort of moment if they really want to, like, hold their ground, regain the initiative, and take things back. Panzer Grenadiers are in mid by yellow. Very strong, medium to close range infantry that looks like they're holding their own against the riflemen, though there are more forces on standby. Grenade is thrown, keeping away from the cover. Doesn't really do anything to them. Nod Vincent is holding himself against Near. Australian forces are slowly being whittled down by MG fire and the Grenadiers, so they are also very low on health. Meanwhile, the AT gun and MG is being flanked by the Panzer Grenadiers, which has surely got to help. Hold on. I say that as Stuarts dive into the back lines, kill an MG, almost kill a mortar, and yeah, Yellow is just not reacting. He doesn't have all that much. The Stummel went down, the pack gun's out of position. We have an AT gun and bazooka team moving on up. The entire front line is collapsing. It's just not looking good right now. The Axis are in panic mode for sure. Riflemen are taking the advantage of pushing on up. Remember, the Panzer Grenadiers kind of fell back because of the armor. If they had some additional AT coverage, like they were holding their own against the riflemen pretty well. Nice grenade taking out the MG. Multiple units down. They're going to steal the MG. Panzer IV moving on up by Vincent. He's saved for that. Wow, 38 fuel per turn would help, and that's thanks to the truck, by the way. You can deploy these trucks, which would gain additional resources. Again, cost manpower, so less units potentially, but still, looks like that was a success. He managed to regain that and is pushing on up. Meanwhile, we have the Italian coastal player, aka Levizer, and he's pushing up. He still has this big blob of Italian coastal units, but he does have double packs on standby. British forces get a nice infantry, rifle grenade on the coastal, forcing them back down the hill. They're going to hold the high ground. We have additional stuff all on the right. That's Martyrs, maybe to hold back the Stuarts. There are only 2 Stuarts, though, and again, they have repairs, as you can see. So they have that function, so they can keep repairing while to cover. The problem right now for the Martyrs is, while there are multiple, the problem for them is the fact that I think the Brits... Oh, wait, hold on. There's a lot of infantry. Do they have AT? They do have an AT gun. Okay. So as long as the Stuarts played safe and are backed up by the AT gun, it might be harder for those Martyr M's to really push up and deal that damage. Infantry section are being worn down, but the Jaeger squad is forced back. There's still 4 additional infantry. We still have that one behind. 2 Grenadiers, 2 Jaeger squads. The infantry section gets destroyed and leaves a Bren gun for the Germans. They need anything they can get, literally. Meanwhile, the pressure is being placed by Stugleif on, let's see, what's his name? Levizier. The AT guns are very low. The British are trying to neutralize them. Hover is very low. Pack gun might be able to get a last shot. Does get the kill on the Stug. Meanwhile, infantry section are trying to hold the line, but is not working. Grenade is thrown a little late. And it looks like with combined efforts by Yellow and the Vizier, managed to push back, well, Orange, aka the Colonel, and Stugleif. Or at least the majority of his forces. Nice kill, though. He does get 1 wipe with his infantry section still fighting on the front. Alright. I don't think he'll be able to beat those 2 units. But at least he's tried. Artillery is called in, so if they do keep fighting here, maybe one lucky arty shot gets both. Infantry section can take friendly fire, though. Little off with that arty, though. Little better with that arty. Wow. Is it... There we go! Okay, that's what the infantry section needed, because that's going to force the coast... Wow, the coast almost died. The Italian coastal units. Alright, right now, yellow is holding on to mid and trying to take that. Again, it's still a 350-point difference. It is looking grim for the Axis right now. Allies have even taken the canyon area. We have the half-track going down. Panzer IV looks like it is Vet 1, and that's not because of an upgrade. Otherwise, this guy would have gotten it. But at the very least, he's trying his best, but looks like his best may not be enough. He has 1 Grenadier remaining, and not really much of a frontline force to deal with the Italian coastal. Meanwhile, we have Near over here who has 3 Australians, no AT, but they have very solid rifles, and good ways to pick off infantry. And this guy's a bishop, which is going to help break up any sort of defensive position. Anon Vincent is getting the Panzer officer quarters and side skirts, so he can get some additional veterancy with his secondary troops. Okay, not bad. Come on. Let's see. There's the veterancy with his Panzer IV. That'll shoot that up. And side skirts will help these guys fight better and give them additional health. Stug is on the field. Double Stug with a pack gun. Again, it looks like against the Allies, they're just having a lot of issues. Just holding on to territory. Every time they push, it seems like they're just swatted away very quickly, which is weird because they have a lot of the MGs and stuff, but I don't know. When looking at like the player stats, it seems like the Wehrmacht is a little bit weaker of a faction compared to some others, at least in 4v4, if I recall correctly. I was doing some just stat checking, trying to find some stuff about the elephant. Anyway, it looks like we have an artillery strike here. That is actually zeroing, I think, thanks to yellow. That's going to force the MG and mortar back. Bazooka team might die while running into this artillery. AT gun perishes. Let's see. Yep, there he goes. Bazooka is down. Rifleman is just chilling like, I'm not retreating in that. Are you insane? Now he probably wants to retreat. But Axis will at least take this victory point. They have... Wait, hold on. We have Panzer IVs diving in, knocking out the AT gun. Australians can't do anything because they have no, again, AT. Meanwhile, this lone 6-pounder is trying to hold back the Panzers. But they managed to quite quickly neutralize the pack gun. Stugs as well coming on in. It looks like they finally have a area to break through. And they certainly achieved it. This area now has a couple infantry remaining. But remember, none of this infantry has AT capabilities. So if they really want to survive, it's time to get the heck out of there. Stugs do have a point-blank high explosive shot. We are down to 23 points out of 461. The British are in full retreat. He could lose quite a bit to the Panzers if they do give chase, but it looks like they're busy trying to take the territory in the meantime, and they need some infantry to take it. Remember, this is not the Duck. They do not have their upgrade for armor to take territory. It's going to be solely on infantry. Not just that, it's holding this... Oh, sorry. Where is it? This territory. It's going to be holding this territory. That's what is needed to keep the Axis in the game right now. And they still need the one on the left. We have infantry being brought up. Again, you can always ride with your armor to the front. Stugs definitely need some heals. But with that area being decapped, slowly but surely with the pack gun, I think the Axis will have like, what, 6 points remaining? Yep, there it goes. To 461. So they only need 455 points. You know, to bring the Allies down. Oh, that's easy. That's nothing. Now, to be fair, they definitely inflicted some casualties on the Allies, though the Allies have their own stuff coming on in. Some RD strikes are knocking out the MG. Pack gun could follow. Good job. Both of them are neutralized, so yellow is definitely hurting. Plus, you have the Bishop that's firing in the back, that's knocking out that equipment. No one takes mid, but as long as the enemy isn't down significantly, as long as the Axis doesn't lose any more territory, they're fine. They are down to 1 point. I just realized, oh my god. I guarantee you this Axis team is sweating bullets right now. They are, what was it, that Is it the Key and Peele skit? I forget, where the guy's just like, no. I'm thinking of like the meme of like, of the guy sweating. It's Airplane, where it's just like insane amounts of sweat. But imagine that for any of the German commanders right now, because one more point and they lose the game. Italian Coastal take the victory point. Looks like a daring dash with Stugs, Martyrs, and you name it. Managed to break up Red over here. Red, by the way, he got himself Crusader, AA guns. Why? I have no, okay, I know why. It's good against infantry, but it seems like the tank destroyers are advancing, and your AA guns have no sufficient counters to them. Now, AT gun could, you know, start putting damage on, but remember, the Stugs do have that high explosive shot they could do if they had the ability. Well, hold on. AT gun hitting the Stugs on the side? No, they don't have range. Hold on. Panzers now rolling through the back lines of the Allies. Again, the Allies, they had the early advantage, but they didn't rush a lot of armor. Now, we have an archer on the field. That could absolutely start doing damage. It just needs a screen. Well, it looks like most of the screen, a.k.a. the riflemen, which are dead. Oh, never mind. Here's a Sherman. It's on hold fire. Man, that was a bad time. Pack gun is opening fire. Archer trying to do its best. Sherman backing the F up. Archer missed. Buddy, you don't have much health. And yeah, I think the Panzers realize that they need to neutralize stuff. Luckily, Pack gun does help kill one Panzer, but Archer does go down. Sherman trying its absolute best, but it's unable. We have the high explosive shot, but the Panzer IV is back up. Pack gun is still, wait, is that a Pack gun? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, stolen Pack gun. Still putting pressure on the Panzers. One Panzer was lost, but the damage was done. The Allies lost quite a bit of their armored force. Archer is now back up. Man, only if you had two archers lighting him up from a distance. Again, key term here, distance. Do not point blank with an archer. It doesn't have the health for it. It does get, okay, it does get health at Vet 3, but it's not going to survive multiple armored units shooting at it for very long. Meanwhile, it looks like Wirbelwind's on the field. Stugs are injured to, oh my god, give that man an engineer. Or pioneer. British forces are retaking this. That's 1 point going to the Allies. A second point in the back also going to the Allies. The Allies just need one more point and they win this game. They don't have anything they can call in for a drop. But they can keep the pressure and slowly whittle down the army and then go for a final kill. Now, Jaeger squads do get wiped. Nice shot with the AT gun. Knocks out the Martyr. Crusaders seem to be the way to go. They are just demolishing the German infantry. Pack gun, though, is rolling on up. Looks like planes inbound. Dropping fire. Alright, fire is dropped, but not really much. There's still engineers close by. They're going to pick up the 6-pounder, which should be a nice little steal if they can get it. 17 pound. Okay. Well, that'll help hold back the Stugs and such. He's still pulling it back. Got some heals going on for the Crusaders. Why are you pushing up this Stug? It is limping, and there it goes. It has been put down like old Yeller. I don't know why you charge that thing. All right, 3 victory points for the Germans. Again, they hold on to that 17-pounder, keeping what's his name, double cores away from the enemy. So good stuff there. They're away from taking back the victory point. A Grenadier, though, moving on in. We do have a light infantry section that easily can move on up. They have double bread and their rifles for additional recon artillery. Again, it's looking pretty solid. Crusaders almost healed up, ready to go. So at the very least, it looks like Red has a competent brain on his shoulders. He's holding and doing a very good job. If I had to guess, I'm gonna assume that he's going to save up. I'm gonna say Black Prince. But it's interesting that neither Red or Stug Life have gone with Churchills. I've noticed that more and more. The Churchill seems to be just out of favor with a lot of British players as of recently, which is a little fascinating to me. Matilda, though, Matilda's still being picked, which, oh boy, that is a little funny. But Anyway, infantry section holding onto that territory. Right now, British are holding pretty well with flamethrower attacks on the Italian coastal units. This is not a situation where we're seeing this giant defensive line. This German player went with the Obice, and while he has some bunker abilities, he just does not have the cheaper bunkers, though there is a bunch in the back, but still, he doesn't have like the cheap bunkers he can just lay down in mass. He's slowly being worn down. Yellow is getting armored skirts for his armor. Going with Stoogs, we got a Brumbar and a Wesp, so a decent armored force, plus a building to heal said armor if they get injured. Sherman's been upped with 76 guns, so at the very least, we have ourselves the Colonel boosting his Shermans to be the best they can be in order to really try to break through, because all they need is that victory point, and victory will be achieved. But victory is something the Germans are eyeing as well, with Panzers rolling on the flank. Archers really have nothing providing sight, but that's what the Australians just roll in to do. Archers now can open fire. One shot, two shot, second shot missed, damn it. I, again, would not charge up with those archers. Australians are okay, at least there to provide some sight. Meanwhile, Brumbar will at least hammer the infantry in mid. Again, it is really damn close due to the fact that a position was decapped in the back, so if they technically just decap the territory, the Axis would lose. Fire is down though, hitting the scout unit and the MG, forcing them both away. Scout unit perishes. So does the MG! 2 units with 1 strike. Now we have an MG hitting the Panzer Grenadiers with airburst hitting back there. I think it's a mortar doing that. It is. Meanwhile, we have ourselves, I think, recon artillery in this sector. Yes, we do. So any Axis unit walking into this center area, the circle of doom for the Brits, if you were, they would be destroyed. But because the Allied player has literally nothing, a lot of his riflemen were destroyed or sent back to base. He has nothing at this moment to push into mid with. So there's no way that they can take that point. Allies have lost quite a bit. They're still... have a lead of over 220 points, but that lead is shrinking from that, 455 they originally had. Pioneer Squad does perish due to Sherman fire and artillery. Meanwhile, on the right, we have those Crusader AAs. Again, just dominating the infantry. What a play. Or what a showcase of excellent units. I have a sneaking suspicion we have a Black Prince potentially being picked by both Stug Life and Red. 1 Crusader does go down, though. That's unfortunate. Border is pretty close to the front. I would pull that back. Let's see. Matilda's still alive. We got Crusader, double archers, an Obice firing in mid, so the archers need to be very careful. Otherwise, a direct shot could neutralize them. Yeah, and then the Allies have... the problem is the Axis, actually. The Stugs, the West... the Brumbar, the Panzers. Oh my god, the Panzers. And the Tiger tank as well on the field right now. Unfortunately, Levizier doesn't have much, and double cores, he's in the process of potentially losing more. Hold on. Allied player coming on in and immediately being forced back. Oh, damn it. 17-pounder is just lined up with defenses ready to go. We have Stuglife coming in to help his ally. Matilda and Crusader hitting the Italian coastal units with everything they have. That building may come down here sooner rather than later. Alright. Damn, seeing the building collapse would just be like, man, I need to play some more Battlefield. Alright, Panzers are moving on up. We got ourselves Panzer Force coming in from multiple directions. Bishop is now most likely going to be neutralized. It may back up, but I feel like this Panzer is going to kill it. Archers, again, have nothing to prevent just a complete collapse. The Shermans are where exactly? They are on... oh, they're being targeted by the Stugs. The archers are now being overwhelmed. It's a big Panzer attack, and it seems to be working. Archers being overwhelmed. 1 Panzer goes down, and another archer comes on up, but again, it's just too much. The Panzer... oh, wow, Bishop, bad timing on that part. Sherman being overwhelmed by the Stugs and the remaining Panzer 4, though he did take some hits, although Vet 3. Maybe a grenade can be thrown, but it's really just going to stun, not kill. And the Allied Armored Corps that backed up the Colonel. And, oh god, I'm blanking. Near. Just completely backfired. everything just fell apart. And 3 Panzers remain, all veteran. Now, actually raiding the Allied base. Might be able to actually neutralize one of the bases if they're lucky. Just a couple more salvos. Oh, Rifleman trying to get close for a grenade. Unable to. One last shot. Come on. Okay, one more. There it goes. The base is being hit. Yeah, you hate to see it. Also, interesting idea. Target the base so you can't deploy any more armor. You have a... Oh my god. The British player has no units remaining. He is down, and does he have anything? Nope. He has nothing in reserves. He has been completely wiped. Meanwhile, the remaining Allied players are trying their absolute best, but they are taking a beating in other locations. Though, again, it looks like they're at least holding on to the territory for the moment. Meanwhile, we have something coming in against them. That would be artillery. Driving them away. Is that from the American player? Yep, going in advanced infantry. Did we see Rangers? We did not. We really haven't seen much from this doctrine, which is why I'm like, wait, why'd you get the Ranger upgrade, but you don't have Rangers? Is that something you just haven't been able to afford or something? That's a weird pick. Again, have your battle group complement what you're doing. Don't just, like, pick something that's like, I'm gonna get this, and you just don't use it at all. I haven't seen an ammo cache, artillery, Rangers, even a forward base. Maybe the forward base died and I missed it. That's absolutely fair play, but still. The good news is at least with the American player is able to salvage a lot of the stuff. So that's good. Yellow seems to be either complimenting or berating his team. Not sure. Unfortunately, I don't know. I can't read Chinese. Mandarin. Let's see. We got the Martyrs pulling back. The Australian. Why a Stu? Not a Stu, a Stewart. Why? That is a bold play. They have Panzer IVs. I know, a Stewart will help. You know what has thicker armor than a Stewart, though? A Black Prince. At the very least, that is on the field. It is trying to push on up, though, under artillery fire. We got BJ fire in the distance. How many BJs does this guy have? Just one? Alright. Oh, he has 2. Alright. Black Prince, though, combined with a solid escort force, could do a lot of damage. But right now, the damage dealers are the veteran, awesome Panzer IVs. These guys have done so much good work in this game. All but 1, 2, 3, all vet 3. Fresh new one, but that's fine. He can earn his stars. We'll see how effective a counterattack by this player could be, given the fact that the Allies have been actually pumping out some armor. We got 2 Shermans on the field. A 3rd Sherman has hit the field. So, man, Colonel, maybe if you should have went armored, you could have pumped them out cheaper and, you know, maybe had some additional upgrades for them. Besides going mechanized, I should say. Hopefully you do something. Maybe Rangers with bazookas could do something. I don't know. Yeah. Here comes the armored wave. Multiple Panzer IVs. Again, veteran Panzers versus recruit Shermans could be an issue. But if they're caught out of position and like hit with AT grenade stuff, it could be a real bad time. Sherman looks like takes a couple shots, but they all miss. Your double shots, but they miss. AT grenade is thrown. Not really, no. Shermans are putting pressure on the Panzers, containing their advance for the moment. Panzers are reorganizing themselves, maybe trying to figure out what they can do. There is an AT gun here as well. We have ourselves a 70-pounder rolling on up damn close to the front. Buddy, stop. Break. And now the Panzers are going to jump on that and neutralize that big gun. Black Prince is going to try to hold back the Stugs and the Tiger. Forgot about him. But with both of them focusing on the Black Prince. And now here comes the Panzers on the Black Prince. We have some artillery. I'm assuming from the American player coming on in. Bazooka team is being... Foot guards being neutralized. We have a Crusader as well. Here comes the Shermans on the Panzer IVs. Panzer IVs, I do like the more veteran, stronger health ones are protecting the weak link. It's like a herd of animals. It's like, put the young behind them. Alright, Panzer IV does go down. Knocking out the Crusader. It looks like they were able to at least protect one of them. I'm assuming he's able to get a new one. But the pressure is still being placed on the Allies. Allies need another victory point somewhere. Crusader, Stuart, you name it, are all over here. Is this an AI? I did not see him switch to AI, but I don't know. He's acting a bit weird. Again, we have artillery being called in, but nothing to follow through. Would have been better placed on the left to help clear up this sector right over here. Fire is called in. Maybe, yeah. Damn, I mean, to be fair, he didn't just have to decap it. He would have to also cap it, so I understand just getting the hell out of there. Sherman's opening fire. Do kill another Panzer. The youngling died. But Tiger's still rolling in. There's still two Vet 3 Panzer IVs. We do have a Stu going down to the Black Prince. Now Vet 3 showing its capabilities pretty damn well. Backed up by Sherman's. If they take mid, and he looks like he's taking it. Oh, nope. Not able to take it. I love the Crusader in the back line seeing the Brumbar, but here comes all the Panzers. Artillery's in the back, but not doing all that much. Again, artillery's hitting mid. I think that's zeroing, and it's going to help neutralize those Shermans. Both of them go down. We have the 17-pounder in mid with 6-pounder. It is getting desperate for the Allies. They need that victory point in order to clinch a victory, because right now the Axis still hold on for dear life in this position. It is do or die. All right. Artillery neutralizes one AT gun. Can neutralize the other here in a second, though. There is a medical that could reinforce it. Or it's not even a medical, it's just a half-track reinforcing. All right. We have a Crusader diving in. Buddy, that is not going to go well. Black Prince trying to help by being hit by additional artillery fire. No one is grabbing mid, and it's too late. The armor and infantry are already back up. Meanwhile, the Sherman tried to push left. Again, MG bunker right there with another MG. It's not working. A combined effort, which the Axis did do repeatedly, would have helped in mid, but dividing your force was not the play, and the Allies surrender. Not Vincent, thank you for the replay. You didn't get top damage, that goes to double cores, but you did get top kills. Actually, a damn good KD overall, with 14 vehicle kills. The Panzer IV charge was excellent, hitting the flank, neutralizing the archers. On the Allied side, we had this man, who I'm assuming hitting planes, but still top damage. Top kills goes to Stuglife, and also, what is it, Red? I think it was Red. A good job here with enemy vehicle kills. Let's double check to see how things went for each unit. And the Egger Squad 24, vehicles 13. Yeah, it was probably, yeah, vehicle damage. It was the Werble one getting that damage. But yeah, pretty good overall. Infantry section 71. Again, I consistently see a good infantry section top kills every time. Honestly, I think they do have the best. If you had to put a gun to my head and say, like, what is usually the best infantry killer? Infantry section's probably easily top 5, top 3. Meanwhile, Crusader AA, damn good for what they were doing. Did lose 1, but 42 kills, nothing to sneeze at. Black Prince as well, 21, never died, did kill a vehicle. So overall, not too shabby. 4 vehicle kills for the 70-pounder, even if you deployed quite a few of them. All right, Coastal Reserve, 71. You say, Greyshot, they did just as good. And then you realize, oh shit, you just sent men to the slaughter, essentially, in that case. Not great. Obiche only 12 kills, though. I think those are undercounted. Let's see here. 109 for the infantry section. Again, just so many kills. Matilda, not too shabby with 25. Yeah, honestly, damn it. I'm like putting a script together for a video, and I'm going to have to bring up the Matilda even higher. The church, I don't know. Maybe it's just people seeing the Matilda in better light than the Churchill, or Churchill just knocking its due, but I just haven't seen them as much. Anyway, it doesn't matter how many people I play, or like what's being showcased. Panzer Grenadiers 46. Let's see, 21 for the Riflemen. Again, just a little lower. Nothing really for the kills. Yeah, the Colonel, not really all that much to really showcase there. At least the British were doing quite a bit. 80 kills for the Panzers. Again, there were 8 deployed. He did lose 4, but 11 vehicle kills kind of brings that back up in my eyes, so not too bad. Although infantry, gonna say it, that was probably the weak point for you, Vincent. But overall, not too shabby. Australians, 40 kills. Again, pretty good. Again, did lose quite a few of them, though. Archers just weren't able or capitalized in the best way possible. I think that if you would have had them back and had a screening unit, that really would help. That's the problem right now with the Australian infantry. Not that they're bad, they are really good, but if you're trying to stop Panzers from closing the gap, you need something. Foot guards, anything to stop the Panzers from just chasing down your archers. Additional AT guns, something. But hey, that's game. What do you guys think? I'm definitely putting this on YouTube, so make sure to support my channel, whether on Twitch or YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tonybee 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.